Hi, I'm Brad Dixon with iVision Security Assessment Team, and I wanted to share some insights we had when we started looking at large language models as they were introduced to applications. And this really all started very aggressively in 2023 with the availability of easy APIs that application developers could use to integrate generative AI capabilities in their applications. As part of our preparation for this, we went through threat modeling, and I put together this list of what I call findings from the future, things that I thought we'd see in applications in the coming years. Well, turns out some of these have already landed on our doorstep on real live security assessments. The first of these, number 3, checked on here, is a garden variety prompt injection. What was interesting about this is that the audience for this particular application is a group that is well known for sharing what they laugh at on TikTok. So this particular prompt injection would have been kind of embarrassing for the company. Number 5 on here was an example of where an LLM could be tricked by an adversary into exceeding the authorizations granted to that user. This is something we've seen several times, and people are doing a good thing trying to use LLMs to make applications easier to use. But if you're going to do that, you have to make sure that the LLM is treated as a proxy of the user. You can't grant that large language model additional privileges beyond what that user might be entitled to. And you certainly can't rely on a prompt to enforce those authorization restrictions. The last one here is an interesting one we've bumped into on unrelated assignments. And that is, we'll typically see situations where an LLM is being used, and perhaps cautiously, the organization's decided to log data from those interactions, but fails to secure those data logs. Well, you've just created a toxic waste dump. And this is something that when we've bumped into it a few times, we have to point this out and say, we weren't looking for this, but we found it. You'll want to do something